So I thought I would take this opportunity to show off this awesome Creep Show cover again. This is a Spawn Creep Show crossover cover, and it is dope. Also got some really cool slabs back there. Now then, this is Meathook Massacre 5, the final chapter, from Wild Eye. Directed by Dustin Ferguson, starring Danielle Brookshire as Danny. Dustin Ferguson returns to the franchise he created. Is that for good or for ill? Danielle, our survivor from part 1, has been living under an assumed name for 2 decades. Now Bubba has tracked her all the way to Southern California. Now guys, a couple things I wanted to say about this. Dustin Ferguson made his return for what was probably supposed to be the last movie in the franchise. Kind of like how Friday the 13th Part 4 was considered the final chapter, so is this Part 5. Now, was that by design? Were they really going to end it? Or did they just call it that as a throwback to those kind of things? I'm not sure. I will say that I did love the music. And I loved that they showed flashback moments pre-credits and in the beginning credits. Now what that did is that set the movie up for what could be a really good film. But as soon as those were over, I think they should have cut it, and they didn't. They kept going with some of that, and throughout the whole film, this film is mostly flashbacks to previous films. And I don't think that makes for a very good film as far as this movie goes. It was really good to set it up, but they didn't get any new content. I did not like the ending of this one. They tried to throw some story in at the very end of the movie. Like literally in the last 10 minutes of the movie, they tried to throw some story in there. And it's almost like they took the story right out of Texas Chainsaw: The Next Generation. There was not near enough Bubba in this. All the Bubba we got was practically from the other movies, so it was Bubba we had already seen. There was not near enough Bubba and his family in a new role. Guys, honestly, this one disappointed me. This is the first one that kind of disappointed me. I'm not saying it's like total shit. It's still filmed pretty decently. It looks pretty good. And there was some positives about it. I just wish they would have given this its own identity. It really felt like I was watching a clip show. You know, like The Simpsons. You know, you're doing a clip show because they've been on the air for 30 years. I would really have liked to see more originality in this one. And they tried to give that a little bit in the last 10 minutes, but it went into some very kind of really ridiculous territory. Which, again, that's all a matter of opinion of what you think if this whole story is ridiculous. But this really is a good old-fashioned slasher kind of film and a kind of franchise, and I've really enjoyed it up to this point. So this one was a bit of a letdown, but I am definitely looking forward to part 6. We'll see if they can pull themselves back up. Dustin Ferguson, I have to say, I'm taking back a lot of the things I've said about you over the years when I watched this franchise, especially your 2 first films. But this one brings back some of those feelings. No, you didn't use all the stock footage, but you definitely used the flashbacks. So you may not have been king of the stock footage in this one, but you were king of the just doing the bare minimum to put out a film. And that's just how I feel about it. I'm sorry. This is BroncoJuggalo saying, I hope you enjoyed this. I'm sorry if I was real quiet, but my kids are asleep in the room next door. Peace out, y'all. Oh, BTW. Join me basically every Friday night for a Whatnot auction. Really trying to get this Whatnot thing going. It's really been helping my business, and I really need to get this going online. The online sales are even bigger for me than the store sales, which part of me is 50-50 on that, whether I like that or not, but it is what it is. A sale is still a sale. So if y'all share my Whatnot shows out, you attend my Whatnot shows, or even just let people know, hey, my buddy Brad, he sells comics. Go check him out. I'd appreciate it. Peace out, y'all.
Rebel, bitch, bitch, rebel, rebel, party, party, sex, 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 and don't forget the violence, blah, blah, blah. Got your lovey-dovey, sad and lonely, stick your Everybody sing along. Babble, babble, bitch, bitch, rebel, rebel.